Hello and how are you? Welcome back to Pauline Wahome Diaries. I hope you had a great week. If you are new here, I take this opportunity to introduce and welcome you to this channel. This is a forum where we discuss issues that affect the way we relate as families, with our siblings, with our parents, and even other members of our extended families. Here we bring out the good, the bad, and the ugly of what is happening in our families. We talk about what is never talked about, what is talked about in hushed tones, and even what is considered taboo. Of course, with the name of improving the way we treat each other and bringing positive change in our families. In our last topic, we discussed the way the health of our parents is moving from bad to worse. This is maybe due to negligence on their part because of failing to seek proper medical care, or even negligence on our part as children for not doing proper follow-up on the health of our parents. If you have not subscribed, kindly consider doing so. In today's topic, we shall be discussing what happens or the things that follow after a terminal illness or a chronic illness strikes a family. My name is Pauline Wahome. Welcome to the program. Now the diagnosis is out and we know that there is a major illness in the family. It is time to plan on how this person or how this parent is going to get good or proper medical care. This may be available in the hometown or maybe it will not be available. So it is time to plan where will this person get this treatment. This person will either go with one of the siblings to live with them in towns. But now a problem comes in. People are not ready, people are not prepared for this, and excuses come here. They come in. And they come in many ways. Mi hapa ni kuolewa, nimeolewa na sijui hawa watu watachukuliaje nikienda nikipeleka mgonjwa kwa hii nyumba. Unajua bibi yangu hapendi watu wetu, sijui atachukulia hii maneno namna gani. Mimi I live in a bed sitter, I cannot be able to accommodate another person, and all manner of excuses come in. Eventually, maybe one of the siblings will offer and say, I'll go with this parent, nitaenda na babangu ama nitaenda na mamangu, as long as you promise that you're going to support me in this journey. And because everyone is desperate and looking for a way, nani atakuwa mwepesi kwanza, we all say, oh yes, tutakusupport, tutakusaidia sana, and hatuna yeye. The other scenario will be that one of the siblings or one of the children will offer to live with this parent in this at home if in the hometown there's a facility where this parent can be able to get proper medical care. Or maybe there's a kid who lives within that compound. Maybe there's a son there who has built within the same compound and has offered to take care of the parent. The other scenario will be that no one will be able to take the parent with them. No one lives in that compound and no one is willing to come, or the schedule does not allow anyone to live wherever they are to come and stay with the parent at home. So what do? You employ someone, a caregiver, to stay with the parent. And maybe if it is possible, also employ a nurse or hire a nurse who will be coming occasionally to come and check on the health progress of this parent. Initially, everything works well. Everyone is participating. The moods are high and everyone is willing to take part in this journey. But I remember one time that my sister told me that a terminal illness is not a sprint, it is a marathon. And in the process, and like in any other marathon, there are casualties. And with time, these things start slowing down. The visits, the phone calls, the supplies for the patient, the emotional support that was there in the beginning starts slowing down. what happens to the person who's staying with the patient? Pressure starts piling. This person could be in a family setting whereby the husband or the wife and the children start feeling the pressure of having a patient in the house, a patient whose other kids are not supporting, they're not visiting, they're not calling, they're not providing the supplies. A patient whereby on the clinic days or the days they're supposed to go to the hospital, the other kids are not available. So, quote unquote, this person becomes a burden to this family. I'm using the word burden cautiously because at no point should a parent be a burden to their children. But the other kids who initially say that they are going to support this are now very slow in it, or they're just missing in action. The other scenario is that the person who left maybe their home to go to the parents' home to live with the parent now sees they feel abandoned, they feel neglected. People are no longer going there. Their psyche has really gone down. And this person will start getting annoyed, they start getting frustrated, they start regretting, why did I even leave home to come and live with this parent here? And these other people are not supporting me. My siblings are not supporting me. They are not there. What do I do now? I cannot pack and leave our mother here alone. I cannot pack and leave our dad here alone. What do I do now? And then frustrations start coming in. Calls are not being picked. Supplies are not being sent. And the frustration is just on another level. If it is someone who was employed to come and live with the parent, they start getting annoyed. The pay is not coming. If it is coming, it is not coming on time. And this person starts feeling, if these people can and don't really care, and this is their parent, who am I? The humane ones will stick around and maybe just wait and see what will happen. And then the inhumane ones will stay at home. They'll start neglecting this parent. They'll just be there. No food. Maybe the food is cold, is served cold, not given on time, no medication. This parent is not being cleaned, they're not being changed, they're not being taken out, they're just there and they are neglected completely. The ones who are sticking around are just waiting with packed bags that the day any of you will go to that home, you will not even know which door they went through. They will disappear. They will switch off their phones. You will be left there stranded without knowing what to do next. The other thing that happens is about finances. Inao ni kizungumkuti. Initially, just like in those other issues, everyone is participating. People are giving money willingly. People are showing concern. They are supporting financially. If it is the clinic days, there are those who are offering transport. There are those who are offering all the tests that will be done. There are those who are offering all those things. People are really participating in it. And like the other issue, after some time, people start slowing down. So what happens? The people who are leaving this patient start feeling the heat. They give their money. They even borrow, because now it is clinic day and this person is in their home. This person is in their care. They have to take this person to the hospital. So what happens? They have to dig deeper in their pockets. Now these are the days when you call people, you don't find them. Ama mtu anasema tu mimi sina, mimi sijapata, mimi sitaweza, this time mimi sitaweza. But this patient has to be taken to clinic. They have to go and do tests. They have to go and do x-rays, scans, and all those things that are done in hospitals. And eventually, you find that this person living with the parent feels like they are really burdened with this issue. They are really struggling. There's conflict within their own families, because even the other family members are wondering, why aren't your siblings supporting you? Why have they left you to carry this burden alone? And then you go on like that. Then after time, sometimes there are those days that in between clinics when there's nothing much that is going on. There are no tests going on. There are no it's a bit quiet. Hakuna mambo mingi inafanywa at that time. So their siblings at that time who will just come out and say, nimekuja kuchukua mama nimekuja kuchukua dad, tuende tukaekae naye kidogo. But these are people who are just taking advantage of a situation whereby there's nothing much that is being done. So they would like to come and pick the parent and go and stay with them. But this parent is not dumb. They're only sick. They can see. They can observe whatever is going on. They know the people who participate in this whole issue. So then they know the trend that you only come for her or him when there's nothing much going on, when it's a bit smooth. But when it comes to the rough patch of giving money, going to hospital, giving transport, all those things, you're not there. But the soft part of it, you want to come in and maybe pick the parent. The parent notices the trend and she refuses, or he refuses, anasema wacha tu mimi nikae tu hapa. And then you're like, haya, you don't want to go with me again? Utaki kwenda na mimi tena? Hapana, wacha tu mimi nikae hapa. So this person will be like, okay. And then they go out there and they start the incitement. Oh, sasa huyu ameanza create barriers between us and our mother. Anataka kujifanya yeye tu ndiye mtoto. Ameanza kukataza madhi kwenda kwa watoto wengine. Ameanza kukataza dad kwenda kwa watoto wengine. Ukiona hivyo, there's something, kuna kitu yenye anajua yenye hatujui. Maybe hata amechukua title deed, maybe hata amechukua kitabu ya bank, and most likely that bank only has the minimum balance of 500 shillings. And all these incitements start coming in. And here now, conflict within the family comes in. The fight within the family starts coming in. The others who will genuinely incite the parent, they will look for all means and ways of inciting this parent against the children. They will keep saying, unajua fulani hata hatoangi pesa. Hata last time wakati tulikupeleka hospitali, hakutoa pesa, hatoi pesa, hakuji, hapigi simu, hanunui maziwa, hakuna kitu anafanyanga. Actually ni kama hata hataki kusikia sana maneno ya ugonjwa. Mwingine anapiga simu, they'll call from wherever they are. Uko wanakuweka aje? Unapewa hii? Ulipewa maziwa? Ulipewa nyama? Wanakutreat aje? Huyu msichana wake na vile na roho chafu, huyu msichana wa kazi, how is she treating you? And you're making your calls from the comfort of your home. You're never here to come and do that cleaning that you think that is not being done properly where this person is living. You don't do anything. Yako ni simu. And all these things keep happening and keep happening. The other thing that comes in is that there are people within the family who take advantage of such a situation. Their work is just to look for a loophole where they can be able to take advantage. I remember a friend of mine telling me that when the mother got sick and it was away from where she was living, but the mother decided to stay at home with a brother who was flexible enough to maybe stay at home. To cut the issue of transport, the hassle of transport, taxis, matatus and everything, she gave out her car so that it would be easier for the brother to take the mother to the hospital. But the brother took it as gari ya kwenda kulewa. So most of the time this vehicle iko na dents, imegongeshwa. This vehicle was used as a cash cow. Unanipatia gari, haina mafuta, tutaenda jinayo, afadhali hata ingekaa tuende vile tulikuwa tumezoea na taxi. So for him it is a way of getting something. Anataka pesa ya mafuta, gari imegongwa. And then you even wonder, she would wonder, why did she even have to give this vehicle in the first place? Others are taking advantage. If they're living with the parent, they will keep saying, oh, tunataka kununua hii, tunataka kufanya hii, tunataka kufanya hii. And because you offered to help, you don't really want to follow so much, but at some point you will feel like something is not actually adding up. Another friend of mine was telling me that the sister was living in a neighboring estate or village somewhere, and she was able to go and pick the mother, take her from home to the hospital and take her back home and leave her with a caregiver. And every time she would pick this the parent, she would demand for so much money, and she would say nataka kwenda kumchukua na nimpeleke hospitali. Then at some point one of the siblings was bold enough to ask her, hii pesa unaitishanga, hii pesa yote ni ya nini? And then she said, hii pesa ni ya mafuta and other logistics, na kama mnaona kama mnatumia pesa sana, you can as well come in, take her to hospital. And not because maybe your schedule cannot allow and she's near. You just have to live with the pesa mafuta and the logistics that you'll never know what the logistics are. Another one told me that the brother who was living now with the father got information from the doctor, and I was told, your dad may not pull through. So what he did, after they went home, he never told the dad that, and it is actually hard to tell anybody that, but they went home and he told him, hey father, vile unaishi hapa na hatujui vile your documents are at home, just wacha twende nyumbani uchukue your documents ukuje ukae nazo hapa. And of course that is exactly what the father thought. Yes, he thought it was wise that he goes and picks his documents and stay with them in the house. So as the doctor had predicted, after some time the father passed on, and within a span of nobody knows how fast, the wills were tampered with, the title deeds were tampered with, and this guy was really fighting to disinherit the brothers and the sisters. There are other things that are even very bad. Someone told me that this aspect that the sister-in-law, maybe a brother, switched off the oxygen that the mother was living on in their home. There are so many things that happen. So many things. When you have this patient here, the patient is sick, you are sick, and even those people who live around there, they have problems, mental problems. So it is good to help each other where you can, because it is not an easy journey. It is not an easy journey. So there's maybe some things that we can do to ease the burden on each other. If it is about the visits, if it is not possible for people, which of course it's true, it may not be possible that every other week or every other day you are able to go and visit. You can make a roster, a duty roster, whereby this person can be able to come and visit this week, the other person can visit the other week, and so on and so forth, so that the burden on these people living with this person can be lighter. If it is about the supplies, please participate where you can. We know we are not equal financially, but participate where you can. Just buy, even if it is a packet of milk, a packet of diapers, if the patient is using diapers, try where you can and participate in the supplies. Clinic days, kindly try as much as you can. At times, clinic days in these major hospitals are just chaotic. They are bad. You cannot be able to leave that to one person. Even those maybe who live far, you can organize, maybe take two days leave from wherever you work. You go and help, so that the other people can also have a break. The other thing, if it is about finances, have a pool. This is not necessarily for families who have sick people. It is very, very important to have a family pool, whereby you will be able to pull some money, and this money, madhe ameambiwa afanye test, tumeni pesa sahi, at least that sudden demand of money will not be there. You will just utilize what is in the pool, and then within those breaks, when there's nothing much going on, you will be able to replenish this pool, and then maybe go on and use the money in this pool. If you have people that you have left with their parents at home, your brothers and sisters, check on them, talk to them, make those calls, find out how they are doing, pay them visits. If you have employees, do not leave a burden of your parent to a stranger. These people will get tired so quickly, they will not care. If you don't care, they will not care. and it is good if they're on pay, you pay them, and you pay them well, and pay them on time. This way you will be able to ease a lot of burden. If you are inciting other people, ask yourself, how do I stand to gain by inciting my sister against another sister, or a sister against a brother? How do you start to benefit from that? They will still be sisters. If you're inciting your parent against your child, or inciting your relatives against another sister, ati hata musisaidie, ako na maringo sana, anaona kama vile anakaa na madhi ni kama ni kitu kubwa anafanya sana, hata kuna haja ya kwenda huko kwake, achaneni na yeye, tuone vile atafanya, tuone atafikishana wapi na hiyo maneno. How do you stand to benefit from such things? The other thing, if you are trying to gain in any way from such a desperate situation, it is the only thing that we can tell you, it is purely immoral. Please do not try to do that. If you are trying to disinherit your siblings through fraud, that's criminal. And of course you know that what you are doing is not right. If you have gone to the extent of trying to kill a parent because haponi, hakufi, hiyo tunakuachia na Mungu wako. Now, there's a lot that happens. When there's a terminal illness in a family, everybody is sick. So if you can be able to get therapy, it will be very, very advisable. Therapy for the sick person, and therapy for all other members of the family who have been affected by that illness. I'm so glad that you are able to tune in. And in our next topic, we shall be discussing the eventuality of this matter. Because even after all is said and done, there will be only two eventualities. Either this parent will get well, and we'll celebrate and be happy about this parent getting well, or this parent will pass on. And in the next topic, we shall be tackling if death now occurs, or if death occurs, or the death of a parent. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have not subscribed, kindly consider doing so. See you again next week. Thank you so much, and this is Pauline Wahome. Bye.